Hello everyone, welcome to Palmist. Today's topic is I'm going to show you 5 such signs. If you have them, consider yourself to be very lucky. This means it attracts wealth. Now before we get started, please subscribe and please like and share my video. And if you want to get your palm analyzed, do WhatsApp us, it's in the description box. Now there are many signs of wealth which you can see in your palm. I'm going to show you the 5 such signs. I cannot show you all. Let me show you 5 such signs which brings in wealth, okay, which attracts wealth. When you have these signs, you get a lot of opportunities, you get a lot of boost in your life to become wealthy. The universe pushes you to become wealthy. Now obviously it's not going to happen if you're just sitting at home. Okay, if you're just sitting at home, nothing's going to move because you need to move. You need to work hard, you need to do things. That's when even the universe pushes the luck towards you, or the energies towards you to become wealthy. Now there are 5 such signs. I'm going to show you one by one. Now let me draw the normal lines, which is your lifeline here, your mind line, your heart line. Okay, these are the lines that you see first. The first sign is if you have a fish in the Ketu mount. Let's say there is a fish here. I'm just drawing it. It can be big, it can be small, it doesn't matter. And the fate light starting from its mouth. And it goes uncut and it goes all the way like this. If you have a sign like this, uncut, like no cuts, no Rahu lines or no gaps in between or no islands in between, things like that, okay? I'm talking about a fish sign with straight fate line which comes out from its mouth and it goes all the way into your Saturn mount. Okay, if you have something like this, this is considered to be very auspicious. What this indicates is this person is going to become wealthy from a very young age. This person is going to start at about 20, 18, 20. He's going to start his, working and things like that. And often by the time they touch 28, 29, they're already in a very plumb position in life, a very good position in life. By the time they touch 30, they're already very rich. So this is the sign of success and wealth. Okay, so this is the first sign, which is the fish. Now, the second sign is if you see a business line, which is uncut again. If you see a business line here and you see this triangle here, okay, and there has to be a triangle, there has to be a good business line, and there has to be a good fate line. You can remove the fish from here, it doesn't matter. If you have something like this, uncut, no gaps, no islands, and your Rahu must be in a positive sign, your Saturn mount has to be in a positive area, and your Mercury mount has to be in the positive area. If you have this in right direction, this also indicates extreme wealth in your life. It will keep coming into your life over and over and over. Okay, so this money triangle is considered to be very auspicious. A lot of people have this, but what happens is if you look at the fate line or the business line or the mounts, one of them will be negative. When that happens, if either one of them is negative, then what happens is the effect of the money triangle becomes less. A lot of people I see in my comment section or in my WhatsApp, they say that I have the money triangle, but I'm not rich. You don't just pluck a page out of a book by saying I have this, guys. Okay, the whole palm speaks a story. Everything has to be aligned is when things start moving. Okay, it's like otherwise what will happen is I have this but I don't have this, I have this and I don't have that. You can't look at it that way. You have to look at it in totality. Only in totality it will show you. When you have something like this, you can be rest assured you will do extremely well. Even if you don't have a business line, for example, you say your business line is only up to this point. Say like this. This also forms into a money triangle, which means wealth. Okay, so I want you to keep that in mind. The business line doesn't have to go all the way to the Jupiter mount. It can also be up to this point. This indicates wealth, but it shouldn't be broken and cut. Okay, that is the second sign. Now, the third sign again is another money triangle, but this time this is a different one. Okay, now what happens is, let me put this here. If you see this part here, you see an X mark here, your fate line and your mind line. Around here, it can be this side or it can be this side. It doesn't matter. If you see a small triangle here, this what it does is, again assuming everything is in positive, your Saturn mount, your Rahu mount and your fate line is all uncut, it's in positive. When you see something like this, what this does is, okay, this is a smaller triangle. What this one does is, it gives you a boost in life. For example, let's say your life was moving, you have slow progress in life. Okay, now around, let's say 25, there'll be a sudden surge. Either something will click in your business or something will happen. There'll be a sudden surge in wealth. And then it flattens, it doesn't flatten, it starts becoming normal again, it starts growing. Then this will happen around, let's say 28. Okay, 28, you'll get this surge. Now, how long will the surge last? For about 3 to 4 years. Okay, there'll be a sudden surge and you do extremely well, and then it starts becoming again around at 32, 33. I'm just giving you these examples, guys. The age is not precise. Okay, for some people it's different, for some people it's different. So again, what happens is, after a certain age, again there's a sudden burst in wealth. Again it goes like this. So this kind of surge happens around 3 to 4 times in this person's life, depending on the date of birth. If they have more, it can happen more than 4 times, but normally it doesn't happen more than 3 times in your life. Okay, the sudden surge. Now this surge, when it happens, a lot of wealth comes into your life. Okay, things will start working, you will start buying houses, properties in different countries. This kind of wealth starts coming. So the small triangle is considered to be very, very auspicious because it gives you sudden surge about 3 times in your life. So this is another sign. Now the fourth sign is, if, for example, your fate line, okay, let me take this out. If your fate line, it can come from Ketu mount like this, or it can come from the moon mount, it doesn't matter. What happens is, by the end of your fate line here in the Saturn mount, it forms into a perfect trident. Okay, if you have a trident, unbroken line, which is coming either from your moon mount or your Ketu, or it can even start from here, from your lifeline. It goes up like this. Okay, I'm just giving you different examples. If you have something like this and you have a perfect trident in the positive mount here, uncut, unbroken line, this again is another very positive sign. Okay, what this is indicating is, it wants you to do well. Okay, again assuming your Saturn finger is in positive, there's no other negative signs or lines here. If you have something like this, this also indicates the universe wants you to do extremely, extremely well. Okay, so this is another positive sign. The fifth sign is a bit different. The fifth sign is, for example, 1 minute. If you see here, your Rahu mount, let's say you have a money triangle here and you have a good fate line and you have standing lines here like this, not cutting your mind line, just like this. If you have signs like this going up like this, what this indicates is sudden wealth signs. Sudden wealth. What does sudden wealth mean? Sudden wealth is something like you win a lottery, you win something in crypto, your stocks and shares, you buy something for peanuts and suddenly it just shoots up to tens of dollars and you have, say, 100,000 stocks or shares or crypto coins or whatever that is that you do. Suddenly it shoots up to a certain amount of money and then you cash out. So that's what sudden wealth means. Or you just pick up a lottery and suddenly you've hit a jackpot. Or you gamble something big and it just hits a jackpot there. Things like that. That's what you call sudden wealth. So this again, standing lines like this, not cutting your fate line, not cutting your mind line, is just standing like this. And your Rahu mount is in positive. And a good fate line indicates that you can become extremely, extremely wealthy. Okay, guys, these are some of the signs. There's many other signs which I haven't discussed. If you have those also, you can become wealthy, but today is only for 5. I hope this helps. Please subscribe, and if you want to get your palm analyzed, do WhatsApp us. It's in the description box. Thanks a lot. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.